Hi friends, welcome back to Faith and Arrow Homestead. My name is Jaylee. If you caught my last video, I talked about hard to pronounce food additives and what foods they're found in, what they are, what they do, why they're harmful, and whatnot. I wanted to come back from that with another video talking about hard to pronounce processed food additives that are actually not harmful, so that you can have a complete picture. I don't want to just be doom and gloom. I want to talk about the full picture. So that's what I was attempting to do here. However, when I started my research, I actually found something really interesting. Most of the food additives we're going to talk about in this list, while not harmful, are used to replace what would have been nutritional and beneficial about a food had it not been refined and processed to the point of being nutritionally devoid. An excellent example of this is the ingredient inulin. It's extracted from chicory root. Inulin is a source of fiber and a common fat substitute in products such as granola bars, cereals, yogurt, and cheese. If you were eating natural, homemade versions of these using well-sourced whole ingredients, you wouldn't have to add some other version, some extracted version of fat or fiber back into it. Mind you, one that has undergone its own processing. Another example of this is ferrous gluconate. That is a source of iron that's added back into food items. Tocopherols is a form of vitamin E. Pyridoxine hydrochloride is a form of B6. Calcium pantothenate is a form of B5. Ascorbic acid is a form of vitamin C. This one I found particularly interesting. 1,25 dihydroxycholecalciferol is a form of vitamin D manufacturers are required to add to dairy products. Since the pasteurization process removes anything good and pure about dairy products, they are actually legally required to add vitamin D back into them before selling them. While none of these additives are harmful on their own, they're very likely used in conjunction with ones that are, and the bottom line is it's all incredibly unnecessary. Don't rely on somebody to artificially add nutrients back into otherwise nutrient-empty foods. Get your nutrients from the source in the form of organic fruits and vegetables, organic grains, preferably fresh milled, and real, organic, preferably grass-fed meat and dairy products. Which honestly is what this channel is all about. And I've talked about this in so many different videos. And I have numerous resources on how to do that, even on a budget. Because guys, I'm on a budget. I'm not made of money over here. And although I have time, I'm in a situation where I have time, I am here to tell you it is doable. You can do it. Even just making simple swaps, you can do it. But, not for nothing, the ingredients that are in the nutrition list that fall under this category, non-harmful, their purpose in being in the food is artificially adding nutrients back in, because after all the processing and refining is done, the final product is nutrient devoid. It's empty. It's an empty food. And so the manufacturer has to put B vitamins, D vitamins, C vitamins, iron, calcium back into the original product so that we as a people don't become overly nutrient deficient, although we already are very nutrient deficient. But you guys, these artificial versions of these vitamins are not complete. They're not what our body needs. And oftentimes they're not bioavailable, meaning our body can't actually do with them what they would be able to do with them if we were getting them from their original true whole source. So eat whole foods and veggies, preferably organic, preferably grass-fed if you can afford it, and skip all of these unnecessary ingredients from the previous video and this one. These highly processed foods, they're cancer-causing, they're causing infertility, they're causing behavior issues, they're causing all sorts of different issues, and I get so worked up every time I talk about this, just like you'll see in previous videos, like the ones where we talk about the organic food label and things like that, seed oils and whatnot, because so few people know. And let's say that you are buying a sports bar, like an energy bar. You flip over and you look at the nutrition facts and you're like, oh, 120 calories per bar, great, put it in the cart. When there's all of this information down below in the ingredient list telling you, hey, I am a nutrient empty food. I offer you nothing nutritionally. Even if you picked me up in the health food aisle, I am empty. I have nothing for you. And even what I do have for you, because I was legally required to put artificial versions of it back in, it's not often bioavailable, and it's not what your body's actually looking for. And when you start to get into vitamins and minerals being non-bioavailable, then even the ones that you are consuming that are bioavailable can't be properly utilized by your body because you're deficient in other areas. So much literature on this, so many more intelligent, educated people speak so eloquently on this, but I, just your normal 29-year-old suburban farmer woman, I'm trying to come to you and say, hey, you guys, like anybody, even myself with nothing more than an associate's degree, when you do the research and you take the time, you can figure out something's not right. These products are not right. So please, you guys, as often as you're able to, as frequently as you can afford, eat whole versions, cook from scratch at home using whole ingredients, and do not rely on this processed food from the grocery store. This will not be the last time I speak about this because I am very passionate about this topic. So if you want to learn more, I will, you know what, I should probably actually at this point put together a playlist for this because I think I have enough content at this point. So I'm going to attach a playlist here at the end of this video if you're interested in learning more about this. Thanks so much for listening. I can't wait to see you in my next one. Have faith, my friends, and keep moving forward. Bye.